Hey everyone, how's it going? It's almost time for the Nintendo Switch 2. I'm overwhelmed with excitement. I just can't wait to get my hands on one and start playing Mario Kart World. Definitely can't wait for Donkey Kong Bonanza. But one of the other things I'm really looking forward to, GameCube games. It was one of the most hype moments for me back when the Direct happened in April, and I was looking forward to all the possibilities that GameCube games can bring to the Nintendo Switch 2. Because, if we're being honest, GameCube games have been kind of skyrocketing in prices the past decade, and it's made games just unaffordable to most people in order to play them legally. I mean, my god, try getting a copy of fucking Chibi Robo, or let alone a Pokemon game on the GameCube. That'll cost you about $200. I do have my concerns with Switch 2 getting GameCube games. I do believe we're going to get drip fed. It'll probably be like one game a month, which back when they were doing that shit with Super Nintendo or Game Boy, it was kind of scummy because let's be real, like those are games you can mostly beat in an afternoon. At least with GameCube games, I can see that working a little better because GameCube games were a little bigger, and for someone like me who plays games maybe about an hour or two a day, it'll take you a while to be able to beat those games. My goodness, it's taken me like multiple sessions to work my way through Pokemon Coliseum. I don't even think I've done everything yet. One day I'll get to it. By then it'll probably be on NSO. With that being said, I think there's tons of potential for GameCube games coming over to Switch 2, giving new life to some of these forgotten classics. Anyway, I just figured I'd share some of the titles I'd like to see. So the first game I would like to see isn't really just one game. It's a broad selection of games. If you know me, you're probably going to assume what they are. Of course, I'm talking about the Sonic games that were released on GameCube. We're talking about Sonic Heroes, Shadow the Hedgehog, Sonic Riders, the Sonic Adventure games. Oh my god, can you imagine Sonic Adventure 2 Battle if that got dropped on NSO? Whew, that'll be a fun day for everyone. I really just want these Sonic games to be more accessible to people because these games are kind of locked in that generation. A lot of them haven't had a port to any modern systems. I mean, Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2, yeah, they've had ports. You can play them on PC, Xbox Series consoles. But like Sonic Heroes, Shadow the Hedgehog, Sonic Riders, no way to play them. It's unfortunate because they are kind of janky games, but they are still pretty fun games, and I think they are worth giving a try if you haven't played them ever. I just want to say, Sonic Riders, oh my god, if that got onto NSO and you can play like 4-player with your friends online, I would be like holding tournaments all the time. And like if it came to NSO, you know, maybe it could see a resurgence, maybe we could get another Riders game sometime, I don't know. And a lot of this just depends. If Sega really wants to release it through NSO, or if they ever do plan on someday porting the games themselves. They haven't so far, so I can't really say for sure if it's something they want to invest time in doing. I think Nintendo Switch 2 Online would be the best chance we could get for these games.
Ultimate victory.
Another GameCube game I would really like to see added. I really want to see the original Kirby Air Ride. It's one of the games I actually missed out on. I've never had hands-on experience with it myself. It's just something, you know, I always saw as a kid. Unfortunately, I didn't own a GameCube until probably the mid-2010s. By the time I could look into more of these games, they just shot up in price. And that's a general theme. The GameCube, just the cost of being able to try to play some of their more popular titles. You know, Kirby Air Ride always looked fascinating with me, although as I look into it more now as an adult, I always hear the common consensus that you play it with like one button or something feels kind of awkward to me, at least hearing about it. But it looks so fun. I always like, little transformations, how you could turn into Wheel Kirby and you just drive everywhere. The city mode, city trial, that looks like it could be really competitive, especially with online play. It's a game that's always fascinated me. No experience whatsoever, and it's just something I would like to try at some point in my life. And I know we're getting the new Kirby Air of Riders, and don't get me wrong, I'm excited for that, but I think it'd be nice to see where the concept originated from. And for my third game, I'd probably say The Simpsons Hit and Run. We really haven't gotten any Simpson games on these old Nintendo Switch Online services. I'm pretty sure the reason we haven't seen any Simpsons games, for one, licensing issues are probably a big component, and two, most of the games are kind of not the greatest. When it came to the GameCube, they had a pretty solid hit with Hit and Run. I just remember playing that game. I didn't own it for the GameCube. I owned it for the PS2, and I lent it to my friend who took my copy, and I never saw it again. Oddly enough, I'm not friends with them anymore. Simpsons Hit and Run was always fun. I remember it had such a weird story to it. It starts out with Homer thinking these vans are spying on us, and it just goes into this whole crazy alien plot by the end of the game. Spoilers for like a 20-something-year-old game at this point. I always found it fun just driving around everywhere. A vivid memory I always have with Simpsons Hit and Run is me and my friends used to go to this backyard where Ralph Wiggum is as Homer Simpson, and we would just keep kicking the crap out of him. And the fun part was, since you were blocked off back there, the cops could never get you in that game. He is in danger. I don't know, people always talk about wanting a remaster of that game. I don't really ever see it happening. So I think our best bet is like, if we could get that game on the Switch 2 and the GameCube classics, that'd be awesome.
I am evil Homer. I am evil Homer. No!
I posted on BlueSky asking people for their top 5 games. King O says that his first choice would be Custom Robo, his second choice would be Super Smash Bros. Melee, his third choice would be Mario Party 4 or 6, either is fine, fourth choice, Mario Kart Double Dash, fifth choice, Tales of Symphonia. Honestly, some solid selections, Super Smash Bros. Melee, I feel like we're going to be seeing that a lot. Up next is my friend What If Machine, and he says Smash Melee, Harvest Moon, It's a Wonderful Life, Mario Kart Double Dash, and any of the Mario Party games. Yeah, we're probably going to see a lot of repeats, but Smash Melee, again, Mario Kart Double Dash, honestly fun. Mario Party games, good times. I've heard the GameCube games are some of the best in the series. Another friend of mine, just another lady, she said she has one pick and one pick alone, and she posted a picture of Animal Crossing. I believe Animal Crossing is a pretty solid choice. I think it would be a little weird, and I'm not sure if they would do it because they would probably rather people play the more recent Animal Crossing games. It'd be interesting to see where the series started, and I could see it possibly getting put on there. I'm not sure how they would handle like all the emulated games within the emulated game, Piki says, in no particular order, Sonic Riders, Sonic Heroes, Pokemon Channel, and the Mario Parties, and Twilight Princess. Yeah, I honestly can agree with her on the Sonic games. I think I made that pretty clear. Pokemon Channel would be an interesting one, as far as I'm aware. If I remember, it's not so much a game, but it's more like you're watching cartoons, and there's some game elements to it, like there's like quiz shows in the game. You do that to unlock more stuff for the TV, I guess? I always think of that part where it's like, this is Meowth reporting from the scene.
And there you have it. That ends my report from the scene.
And Twilight Princess, which honestly, we're getting Wind Waker, so I can easily see us getting Twilight Princess at some point in the future. We'll probably get drip fed it somewhere a year or two from now. The diabolical Dina Raven said she just had one choice, and it was Godzilla Destroy All Monsters. And you know what? I don't think I need to say more. Honestly, the box art says it all. I can agree. We need that game on Switch. Travisimo says he would like to see Phantasy Star Online Episode 1 and 2 Plus, Skies of Arcadia, Custom Robo, Zoids Battle Legends, and Cubivore. Some pretty solid choices. I'm not familiar with a lot of them, I'll be honest. I've never really played any Phantasy Star. I have heard of Skies of Arcadia. I haven't heard of Custom Robo. But it's neat seeing it again on the list. And I've never heard of Zoids Battle Legends. The only one I'm aware of on here is Cubivore. That is such an interesting and unique looking game. And it's such a shame it's stuck on the GameCube, because that game is worth so much fucking money. So it'd be great if it came to Switch Online. I would like to know what you guys think. Do you guys have any games you would like to see added to the GameCube games in the future that weren't already announced? And I hope you guys are just as excited as I am in order to get your hands on a Switch 2. I've been looking forward to this for a few months. We all could use a little positivity this year, so it's just something that's kind of giving me a little light at the end of the tunnel, if you know what I'm saying. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. Check me out on BlueSky, and have a groovy day!